You don't actually need to wash your vagina. Yes, you actually heard me right. You don't need to wash your vagina. Now, your vulva, on the other hand, that I recommend washing. Okay, we are going to talk about what the difference is because you're probably scratching your head saying, but wait a minute, guys, I'm Dr. Jen. It's good to see you. Now, first of all, when we say the word vagina, oftentimes we're referring to everything down there, right? And that's probably why you got a little confused, perhaps even concerned when I said you don't need to wash your vagina. But the actuality of it is your vagina is different than the vulva. Let me explain a little anatomy here, and then I'm going to explain to you how they should be washed, okay? This image here is of the female external genitalia. It's labeled here. I know there's a lot of parts here, but what do we see? We see the lips of the external genitalia, the labia minora, labia majora, the clitoris, the urethra. We also see the vaginal opening. And you see a lot more stuff in this picture, okay? This is great. But this picture is not necessarily a picture of the vagina, although it includes the vaginal opening. This is the external genitalia. This is actually your vulva. And this is what should be washed. I'm going to teach you how. The vagina, on the other hand, starts at the vaginal opening that you saw, but goes into our body, goes up in our body, leads to the cervix, etc. It's where babies come out. It's where we menstruate. It's where sex happens. So much stuff, right? Okay. Now that tube, the internal tube of the vagina, no, you don't need to wash that because it is self-cleaning. In fact, I have a video on some of the dangers of douching and other things. I'll make sure I link that here, okay? Check in the description as well. So, as you see, we don't wash that inner tube going in our body, but we should, in my opinion, wash our vulva. Okay, how do we wash the vulva, the external genitalia? Now, I'll be honest with you. There are a number of sources that say you can get by with washing with just warm water and your hands. I'll be honest with you. While that might be fine for some, I do actually recommend using some soap. Okay. And many of you know I'm a wash towel type of girl, although what I will say here is that the external genitalia, it's pretty delicate down there. I don't want you doing anything vigorous, okay? That's for sure. There's some delicate skin, delicate structures in your external genitalia. You don't need to be harsh. But I like not just water, as some sources recommend, but soap too. Now, the type of soap you get, make sure that it's gentle. Make sure that it is mild. Avoid the perfumed, the dyed, all that kind of fancy stuff, because you know what? It could irritate you down there, cause allergic reactions, cause other problems, change the pH down there. Yeah, all sorts of stuff can happen. So get a mild soap and water, and like I said before, while yes, you could use your hands, I do recommend sort of a soft washcloth. Now you want to make sure that you are cleaning your washcloths. I have plenty of videos on the use of washcloths. I believe in them, but you got to make sure you clean them, right? Because if you don't clean them properly, they could actually be a problem, okay? But a soft washcloth can work fine. Now, what I recommend when you are cleaning your external genitalia is, there are lips, literally labia majora, labia minora, okay? Literally lips. You want to kind of get in between those. Okay, because remember, debris, oil, skin cells, and things like that can get trapped between sort of the folds of our external genitalia. So I say make sure you kind of get around up under and inside, and not inside the vagina, but sort of inside the folds is what I mean. Make sure that you're cleaning that gently. Also, our handy dandy photo shows the pubic hair. Now, not everybody has pubic hair, meaning not everybody keeps pubic hair. Many people shave or wax or whatever. But the places where you have hair, I recommend washing and cleaning that too, okay? Also, making sure that you're getting on the inside of your thighs, like the creases, okay? That crease area can be also a place where things get trapped. Make sure you're washing there too. This is just part of general hygiene things I definitely recommend. Now, the other thing I would recommend too is, let's talk a little bit about undies. I've talked about undies, underwear in other videos. Cotton undies are my favorite. I've said this before, they may not look the most glamorous, but your vagina will like them because it's going to help keep you cool and allow air to flow and reduce the chance of bacteria and germs and sweat and moisture being trapped in that area, which could potentially increase your risk of infection. So cotton undies you want to stick to. You want to make sure that you can kind of breathe down there. That is ideal. I would also say lotions. No lotions. Don't put any lotion down in your private parts, okay? Because, well, you don't need lotion down there. first of all. And it could create an environment that causes you problems, increases the risk of infection, or changes your pH, things like that. So avoid the lotions as well, okay? And when you're washing your undies, I would say make sure you're washing your undies with a mild detergent. That's really important. But in terms of washing, going back to that, you see the anatomy of the genitalia. You understand kind of where everything is. We are talking about washing the vulva, getting inside the folds very gently, mild soap, water, making sure that you're consistent with this. This is how I would recommend washing your vulva. So you see what I mean when I said you don't need to wash your vagina? Because I don't want you douching and doing all that stuff, guys. So let me know if this was helpful for you. Let me know what you think. Write in the comments, what do you do? What's your practice? I often say what you write sometimes helps other people who watch these videos. I'm Dr. Jen Caudle. Please like and follow me on Facebook. Subscribe to my channel on YouTube. I'm on TikTok, Instagram, WhatsApp, everywhere at Dr. Jen Caudle. Guys, go to my website to sign up for my free health newsletter at drjencaudle.com. All right, guys. Love y'all.